Have you ever wondered how some of the world's most vital ancient trading centers vanish beneath shifting sands and natural forces? Today, let's explore 10 fascinating ancient trade hubs that sandstorms in the desert have reclaimed over time. We'll start with number 10, Palmyra. Palmyra, once called Tadmor, was a standout caravan city in the Syrian desert, connecting Roman lands to Persia, Arabia, India, and China. Its oasis provided water and shade for travelers carrying silk, spices, gems, and luxuries. It's shown from the 1st to 3rd century CE as a rich, somewhat independent Roman spot. Its position blended Greco-Roman, Semitic, and Persian elements in buildings, languages, and beliefs. Grand streets, temples, and tower graves showed its wealth. Locals used a local Aramaic dialect alongside Greek and Latin, underscoring its bridge role in trade and discussions. It rose politically under a queen who rebelled against Rome in the 3rd century, briefly ruling a wide area. Defeated in 272 CE, it rejoined Rome, but lost its spark. Over years, route changes, invasions, and desert sands led to decline. By early Islamic times, it shrank to a village among ruins. 20th century digs exposed a colonnade, a four-way arch, and funeral towers. The style mixed Roman tech with Eastern designs, revealing Silk Road ties. Named a World Heritage Site in 1980, it faced damage in recent conflicts, with some key spots destroyed. Number 9, Petra. In modern Jordan, this renowned site was a thriving Nabatean trade center. Started by the 4th century BCE and peaking in the 1st to 2nd century CE, it controlled paths between Arabia, Egypt, and the Levant. Famous for water tech and rock-carved buildings, it's often called the Rose City for its reddish cliffs. The Nabateans, expert traders and builders, created dams, tanks, and channels to capture rain, supporting farming and thousands of people in tough terrain. Icons include a grand tomb facade cut into rock, a large monastery high up, and a temple complex. These mix Hellenistic and Eastern styles, reflecting cultural blends. Beyond graves and shrines, it had markets, theaters, and homes, serving commerce and faith. Decline started after Roman takeover in 106 CE, with sea routes gaining favor. Earthquakes, like one in 363 CE, wrecked structures. Sands and slides had much, forgotten the West until rediscovery in 1812. Number 8, Hijra. Also known as Madain Salah or Al-Hajj in northwest Saudi Arabia. This was a key southern Nabatean outpost, rivaling Petra. Known for rock-cut tombs in sandstone, over 100 exist, many with fancy fronts blending Nabatean, Hellenistic, and local art. The biggest, a standalone tomb with an incomplete face, shows building methods. These housed elites, tied to wealth from trade paths. The center had wells, channels, and water systems tapping underground sources, and rain for an oasis in dry lands, vital for caravan stops. Its fall mirrored Petra's after 106 CE Roman control, with trade shifts. By early Islamic eras, it emptied, sands taking over. Rediscovered recently, it became Saudi Arabia's first World Heritage Site in 2008. Number 7, Merv. In modern Turkmenistan, this oasis city was a top Central Asian hub on the Silk Road for over 2,500 years, under various rulers like Achaemenids, Parthians, Sasanians, and Islamic groups. Linking Persia, India, and China, it buzzed with commerce and culture. It peaked in the 11th to 12th centuries as a capital, one of the world's largest, with mosques, libraries, markets, and gardens. Famous for learning and crafts, it made fabrics, pottery, and texts valued far away. Wealth came from river-fed irrigation, turning desert to farms. Architecture showed diversity, with layered walls enclosing areas. Iconic mud brick forts with ridged walls stand out. But political shifts hit hard. In 1221, Mongol forces destroyed it in a brutal siege, killing many and ruining structures. Partly rebuilt, it never recovered. 19th, 20th century digs found forts, palaces, and shrines, shedding light on Central Asian cities and Silk Road dynamics. Now a World Heritage Site, it's a major archaeological spot. Number 6, Naya. In China's Taklamakan Desert, Xinjiang, this oasis settlement thrived on the southern Silk Road from the 2nd century BCE to the 5th century CE. Part of an ancient kingdom with Han Dynasty ties, its prosperity relied on mountain water for vast irrigation, growing fruits, grains, and more. Remains include offices, homes, Buddhist towers, and graves, pointing to organized society. Documents detail daily life like disputes, taxes, and deals. Artifacts, Chinese silk, Indian cotton, Roman glass, coins, show global mixes. Decline came around the 5th century from climate changes cutting water, causing desert spread. As routes shifted and politics changed, people left, sands reclaiming it. Rediscovered in the early 20th century, digs revealed ties to wider Silk Road networks, highlighting desert survival challenges. Though caravans are gone, finds offer views into an oasis life that bloomed and faded in a tough landscape. Number 5. Ai Khanum. In northern Afghanistan, at two rivers meet. This was a stunning Hellenistic city, Greek culture's eastern edge. Founded late 4th century BCE, it thrived 2 centuries as a trade spot on early Silk Road paths. Growth came from commerce, but unrest in nature, like river shifts and desert creep, led to abandonment. Born from Alexander's empire split, it joined a Greco-Bactrian realm, diverse and lively. At crossroads of Iran, Central Asia, and India, it traded gems, silk, spices. Fertile plains supported many. 1960s, 70s digs showed Greek local blends. A Greek mural inscription from sages suggests keeping traditions afar. Items like Indian ivory, seals, lacquerware show early global links. Mid-2nd century BCE nomad invasions and strife sacked around 145 BCE. Ash layers and hidden coins indicate sudden end. Later Afghan conflicts caused looting and damage, but surviving pieces and museums highlight ancient cultural meets. Number 4. Dur Europos. Perched on a cliff over the Euphrates in eastern Syria, this frontier city was a lively mix of cultures, trade, and empires. Started in the Hellenistic era, expanded under others, it was no mere fort, a diverse hub on Silk Road branches. Founded around 300 BCE as a Greek colony to guard Mediterranean Persia-India routes, its grid layout had temples, markets, walls. But it blended influences. Romans took in the 2nd century CE, keeping its mix while adding military might. Beyond trade, it produced crafts and farmed with river irrigation. Its religious variety shines. Digs found Roman shrines, the world's earliest known Christian house church, and a richly painted synagogue with Bible scenes, surprising for its art style blending traditions. Abandonment came from military loss and environment, deserts, storms, supply woes made rebuild hard. Recent wars looted it, with trenches scarring the site, though time's dry cover once preserved much. Number 3. Jiaohe. In China's Turpan Depression, Xinjiang, this well-kept earthen city on the Silk Road thrived from 2nd century BC to 14th century CE. On a slim plateau between valleys, it controlled desert trade and defense. Han Dynasty set it as an outpost in 60 BC. It boomed under Tang as a caravan stop for silk, tea, jade, spices. Built of packed earth and bricks, its long main street split homes, offices, religious areas. Finds show Buddhist towers, monasteries, compounds, center for trade and learning. Wane came late Middle Ages from route breaks, rival spots, invasions. Abandoned by 14th century after kingdom fall. Winds buried parts, but dryness saved others. Items like texts, tools, pottery reveal Eurasian links. Now part of Silk Road's heritage, its 1,600-meter ruins stand strong, showing ancient urban life. Number 2. Takdai Bai. In Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, this Buddhist monastery complex sat near Hindu Kush passes, aiding pilgrims and traders from 1st to 7th century CE, showing Buddhism spread via trade nets. Founded early 1st century CE, it grew under Kushan support with monasteries, stupas, cells. Named for a nearby spring sustaining the dry spot. Gondaran style mixes Hellenistic, Persian, Indian. Stupa court for rituals, monk cells, chapels. Such sites offered rest and services to travelers. Funded by donations for art. Decline with 7th century Islam rise and Buddhism's fade. Hills shielded it from much harm. Rediscovered in 19th century. Digs found inscriptions, relics. Insights into monastic ways. Today, It draws Buddhist historians, hill ruins well preserved, linking goods, ideas, arts across lands. Number 1. Dunhuang. At the Gobi Desert's edge in China's Gansu, this was a vital Silk Road crossroads and dynasty outpost from 111 BCE. It grew as a trade link to Central Asia, India, Middle East. In the Hashi Corridor, narrow path by plateau and desert, it was the last big stop before Taklamakan. River oasis gave water, farms for locals and caravans. Chinese sent silk, paper, lacquer west, got glass, stones, fabrics, horses east. This mix brought diversity. Chinese, Sogdians, Tibetans, Uyghurs, and markets. Buddhism thrived. Monks carried texts, styles from India, sparking Mogao caves, 1,000 Buddha grottos, from 4th century, with murals, sculptures over 1,000 years. Decline from instability, invasions, sea route rise cut land trade. 20th century find, sealed cave with 50,000 plus items in many languages, revealing trade, faith, exchanges. Mogao's art draws visitors. Digital efforts preserve these treasures.